So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about two natural and organic beds that use latex foam for its main comfort layer, and that would be the Zenhaven mattress and the Awara mattress. So we're going to be putting them head to head and talk about everything that you need to know about them if you might be thinking of buying one. Hey there, I'm Wes with the Slumber Yard, and over here we review all things online beds. And like I said, in the purposes of today's video, we're going to be talking about how Awara stacks up to Zenhaven. We're going to talk about everything that you need to know about these beds, starting with their policies. Then we'll get into their similarities, differences, all while talking about their feel, firmness, and pricing. And at the very end, I'll try to have a final verdict for you and answer some of the questions that you still might have. But hopefully you enjoy this video, and if so, hit that thumbs up button. But let's get right into this mattress comparison.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
All right, so before I get into everything that you need to know about Zenhaven or Awara, I do want to say that you can always check down below in the description box for so much more information on these beds and other beds from the brands. And I also want to say that both Saatva, the owner of Zenhaven, and Awara did send us these beds for free to review and tell you guys about them. But if you order either online, they're going to be backed by the following policies, starting with free shipping. Now, Awara is a bed-in-a-box mattress that'll basically just show up to your house in a big old box. You drag it inside, rip off all the packaging, and the bed will expand in front of your eyes. Now with the Zenhaven mattress, this is where the first major difference comes into play. This bed is delivered via a process called white glove delivery, where a local delivery team will bring the bed to you full sized, and they'll even set it up for you in most cases, sometimes even haul away your old mattress for free. So that's kind of the first difference. It's just gonna be a difference in the delivery. Now, once the beds are in your possession, you get a pretty nice sleep trial with both. You get 365 nights to test the bed out in the comfort of your own home with your own sheets, pillows, and whatnot. And if the beds aren't exactly right for you within that trial period, you can get a return option. Zenhaven will charge you a $99 transportation fee or something of that nature if you do want to return the bed, just because they incur more costs with that white glove delivery service. And with the Awara mattress, you can get free returns. But hopefully you like either of these beds, and if so, they're backed by pretty nice warranties. Zenhaven has a lifetime warranty and Awara has a forever warranty, so I'm pretty sure those are the same. But if you want to read more about those and find out all the nitty-gritty details, we'll have some links for you down below in that description box about the warranties and the policies. But let's get right into this review and talk about what these beds are made up of, and that'll show you what they will eventually feel like in your bedroom. So starting with Awara, this bed is a hybrid mattress, so it uses pocketed coils for its main layer of support. And if you didn't know, pocketed coils are basically individually siloed springs that are just supposed to provide a little bit of bounce to your bed, and they can even have some added airflow benefits as well. We tend to recommend anyone above the 200 to 250 pound range go for a bed that has those pocketed coils, just because they'll provide a lot more long-term support and durability for those bigger body types. But getting back to the Awara mattress, above those coils you have a latex foam layer, which is the bed's main comfort foam layer. And then above that latex foam layer, there's some natural wool and organic cotton kind of woven in below that cover, which pretty much adds up to give the bed its main feel, which we would say is pretty much just a latex foam feel. Now I'll talk a little bit more about this bed's feel a little later, since it is pretty spot on to the Zenhaven mattress. But speaking of the Zenhaven, this bed is an all foam bed, so instead of having pocketed coils, its main support layer is gonna be pretty much latex foam. Now this is a flippable mattress, so both sides are designed to be slept on, and they'll have a slightly different firmness. But it has an organic cotton cover on each side. Then there's some New Zealand wool right below that. Then the bed has its 5-zone natural latex on either side, and in the middle is a latex core. So obviously one side of the mattress will be slightly different, and you can flip it over to try it out for yourself. But ultimately this bed's gonna have a latex foam feel, just like the Awara mattress. This is pretty much the main similarity between these two beds. So if you didn't know, a latex foam feel is pretty much the opposite of something like a memory foam. So with a memory foam, once you lay down on it, you'll slowly sink into it, and it'll kind of create like a cocoon or a nook for you to sleep in. But with latex foam, you'll pretty much be sleeping more on top of the mattress. But when you change to different sleeping positions, the beds will pop back right with you and basically be really fast to respond, unlike something like a memory foam. Now, latex foam is actually a natural occurring type of foam. It's made from the sap of a rubber tree. And while I said both of these beds do have a similar feel, it's not gonna be the exact same. So with something like the Awara, you're gonna get more responsiveness just because of those coils. But with a bed like the Zenhaven, it'll probably absorb more of your movements just because it's a pure latex bed. And that's kind of one downside, at least for us over here at the Slumber Yard, is moving latex beds when they're pure latex. They don't really have a structure like a bed with pocketed coils, so it can flop around more. So if you are gonna move it, make sure you have a friend or two. Now let's move into the next section, which is kind of a similarity and a difference, since The Zenhaven has two different firmnesses. One of them will kind of align with the Awara's, but the Awara is right around a medium firm on our firmness scale, so it should work for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. And since it is a little bit on the firmer end of the spectrum, it might be a little bit better for strict back and stomach sleepers. We definitely think any body type or any sleeper type can get by on this bed. Now getting back to Zenhaven, this bed does have 2 bites of the Firmness apple, so they have their luxury plush side, which is pretty similar to that of the Awara. It's right around a medium firm on our firmness scale, but if you do flip the bed over, it gets quite firm. They have their gentle firm side, which we would place around a proper firm on our scale, so probably best for any strict back or stomach sleepers, just since we've noticed that most back or stomach sleepers tend to prefer firmer mattresses. Now, if either of those firmnesses don't really align with what you're looking for, that's fine, because Awara does have another mattress you can go for. They have their Awara Premier, which is pretty much just gonna make the bed thicker. It kind of adds a couple layers, and it's a pretty nice mattress. You will have to pay up for that, but in terms of Saatva, they have a ton of different beds to choose from. They have the Saatva Classic, which is a pretty traditional bed with a pillow top. They have a bed called the Memory Foam Hybrid. They even have an air bed. They've got a specialty kids bed. They've got a ton of beds over there at Saatva, so if you want to learn about those, we'll definitely have helpful content for you down below in the description box. We're always reviewing Saatva over here at the Slumber Yard. So now let's talk about X factors, things that make these beds, special or different. And one for either one of these beds is that they have a ton of certifications that just prove how natural and organic and ethically sourced most of their materials used within them are. It's frankly a little bit too much to go into in this video, so we'll have some links for you down below in the description box if you want to read up about any of those certifications. But basically, both of these beds have them. Now, another one for Zenhaven is that they have a slight zone support design where the middle third of the bed should be a little bit firmer, just to provide more support for your trunk and hips. And it should also keep your back in a more neutral spinal alignment as you sleep. I used to sleep on a bed that had a zone support design, and I couldn't really notice it all too much, but I definitely didn't get any pain or anything throughout the process, so might move the needle for you. Again, tons more information down below in the description, but let's talk price, how much you can be paying for the Awara or the Zenhaven mattress. And I do want to preface this section by saying that both mattress brands and pretty much all mattress brands like to change their pricing and promotions constantly. So this is as of when I'm recording this video, but you should be able to pick up an Awara for around the $1,100 for a queen size after discount. The brand is pretty good at offering discounts year round, so definitely check down below in the description if you do want to use that coupon code. And if you do use it, it helps us out over here at the Slumber Yard, and we really appreciate that. Now, in terms of the Zenhaven mattress, this bed will be more expensive, but that's pretty much due to its materials. Since it's using way more latex foam, you're gonna be paying more of a premium. Now, for the queen size Zenhaven, after discount, you should be paying around the $2,700 to $2,800 mark. Saatva as a brand pretty much presents Zenhaven as a luxury all foam mattress, so you're gonna have to pay the price for that. But if you do wanna use a discount code, we'll have our Zenhaven one down below in the description, so you can save some money with that bed as well. But at this point in the video, we've pretty much talked about it all, so let's give you our final verdict. Well, I would check out the Zenhaven mattress if you want an all foam latex bed with a latex foam feel that has 2 different firmness options, one around a medium firm and the other around a proper firm, and you don't mind spending up. And check out the Awara bed if you want to save a bit more money, you want a bed with pocketed coils, and you like the sound of that latex foam feel. But that's what we think over here at the Slumber Yard. What do you guys think? Have you tried any of these beds, or have you even heard of them? Write us down below in those comments. We want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, and you can always subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more mattress related stuff. We're always putting out great content over here. But for the rest of the Slumber Yard team, I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.
Like and subscribe.